Okay, I feel really awkward.
Hello.
This is why. Because he's here.
I totally forgot to introduce Cameron to you. This is Cameron, my boyfriend, and he decided he wanted to be in the video, so there you go. This is Cameron.
Don't knock my books over.
I'm trying not to.
Your head looks really small back there. Move forward a bit.
I can't, I'll be in the way of the books.
We took a little trip into shopping centre. Not a shopping centre, a shopping park. Can you at least smile? You look so depressed.
Sorry.
We went to go to a little cafe, which was great, and then we're like, let's go to Waterstones, my actual shop that I work in. We done a bit of damage. I mean, it's not too bad, but...
Wait, hang on, that's not a book.
But yeah, I'm going to mention it anyway because I bought it. It was £74 worth of stuff, so that was bad. However, some of it was like gifts and things, and something I bought for someone. Like, so it wasn't all just for me. That's what I'm trying to say. It's so weird of you being here. You're actually, he's in my holding up spot, so I'm just going to be like, hello.
Hold them up in front of my face, that's fine.
Basically, this is a little haul of the things that I bought. So the first thing I got was a little Sophie La Giraffe thing. Was it a teething ring or something? One of my mum's friends, family friend basically, whatever, she had a baby in December and she's now teething and it's really cute. And her name's Sophia, whereas this is Sophie, so it's close enough, and I thought it was cute, so I got her that. The reason I actually went into the shop was to pick up a copy of The Gracekeepers by Christie Logan to give to... Now, who am I giving it to? I think mine's is going to Sasha from A Book Utopia. Myself and Courtney, who on YouTube is known as Paper Hearts, are going to their meetup on Saturday. I've mentioned this. And we're getting Benjamin from Benjamin of Tomes and Sasha from A Book Utopia this book because we both love it and we think they'll both enjoy it. I'm showing you this now because they're not going to see it.
It's terrible, she's my own girlfriend and I'm not subbed to her channel.
I know! Like, you're on my channel, you're not subbed to it. This is highly inappropriate. Get away.
No.
Actually, I can take the sticker off because I didn't get it for £2 off. There you go. Oh no.
And I shall wear it like a badge of honour.
Oh, actually, I got Sasha a badge. It's over there. You don't think you'll see it, but it's fine. So, I believe mine is going to Sasha. I think she'll enjoy it. I hope she enjoys it. Don't stick it on there. And also, I can see you doing that. So, I'm not going to say too much about this book because I've nearly finished it myself and will be posting a review. But it's an absolutely gorgeous book by, yeah, she's a Scottish writer. Hold on, I don't want to talk about crap. Doesn't actually say, but she lives in Glasgow, so I'm pretty sure she's Scottish. It's a really, really beautiful book and I love it, and yeah, I hope Sasha likes it too. And the next two books are actually his. I decided to be nice and buy him presents because that's kind of the thing I tend to do. Let's see how well he does at this.
Yeah, we'll see if I can actually pull this off.
I'll get out of your shot.
Thank you. The first one...
that's a really unflattering angle. Hold
First
on.
one is The Road by Cormac McCarthy, which was turned into a film. It's sort of set in the post-apocalypse in America, and it's a father and his son sort of walking steadily through America trying to survive and heading for the coast. And all they have in the world is a pistol and like a shopping trolley filled with like stolen food, and they're having to try and survive against raiders and horrible gangs of rapists and murderers, and just it generally deals with what happens after the end and how they rely on each other. So the film was absolutely excellent, had Viggo Mortensen in it, and I thought I'd finally try and read the book. So yeah, it seems decent.
He's doing better at this than I am.
The second book is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick, which is the novel that the Blade Runner was based on. I've never actually seen the Blade Runner, but it's a totally seminal sci-fi film that I need to watch at some point. I figured, why not? I'll be elitist and read the book first.
You're in a shot as well. You're like, well, you're in shot, but we need to be centred.
That's slightly better.
Hold on. I centred myself. Ow. Yeah, there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's about a bounty hunter called Rick Deckard who is in search of replicants. Replicants are androids, and there's tons of them in the future. But basically, he gets given an assignment to kill 6 Nexus 6 targets, which are sort of big, highly intelligent androids, essentially. And his life apparently turns into a nightmare kaleidoscope of subterfuge and deceit.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, again, just an incredible sci-fi novel, and I'm really, really looking forward to read it because it deals with, I guess, all sorts of things about androids and that, which are highly interesting.
Awesome. Then I went a bit crazy. I picked up the...
Oh, hang on, one more thing.
Oh, okay.
Also, I know Emma's already talked about this, but I'm reading Magonia at the moment, and it's absolutely bloody amazing.
See, my review was crap, but trust his.
Seriously, just read it. It's really difficult to describe, but you just have to check it out. Honestly.
Nail on the head right there.
It's like there really isn't anything like it. I mean, there was a series I read when I was younger that dealt with pirates in the sky, but honestly, this is just totally different. Yeah, just read it.
So I then picked up The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. I love my musical theatre and things like that, and obviously this is a smash play from the National Theatre, and
Smash play, like
it
the
says,
instant potatoes?
Did I say smash play? I meant smash hit.
Play based on instant mashed potato. The smash play.
So yeah, basically, I'm actually not 100% sure what this is actually about, but I'm pretty sure it's an autistic boy, I want to say.
It is.
Asperger's syndrome. And there's a there's a dog that ends up dead in the middle of the night or something, and it's like, yeah, I think he basically, the 15-year-old boy tries to figure out what happened to the dog and things, and it's supposed to be really good at helping you understand like not even just children but people with that sort of illness. Is that an illness? Do you call it an illness? Condition. People with Asperger's, I can't speak. Asperger's or autism, things like that. And I just think it sounds wonderful. I'm pretty sure you said you didn't like the sound of this when I said it was a play.
I didn't like the sound of the play.
Yeah. Or the book, did you not say as well? I can't remember.
I'm not too sure. I don't know. I've read the blurbs of a couple of the other guys' books, and just none of the summaries really seem to jump at me as being anything I'd be interested in.
So I pretty much half decided to get this because I want to read it, and half decided to get it to read it to then be like, hey, it's actually really good. I then, sort of spur of the moment, decided to pick up the next book. Not even because it sounded interesting, but for a completely other reason. Oh, my hair. And that is Lullaby Girl by Ali Sidgwick. I picked this up because it's published by Black and White, who are publishing Estelle Mascom's book, Did I Mention I Love You, and the other two in the trilogy. And I've seen them, because I follow them on Twitter, I've seen this being promoted quite a lot, and everyone seems to be very excited about it. And basically it's a girl who gets washed up on the banks of a loch and doesn't remember like anything. Like she doesn't know who she is, where she is, and all she can do is sing a Danish lullaby. And like obviously her story goes everywhere, everyone's talking about it. Strangers donate money to her care, press try and get into the care home that she's in and everything. And then as it says here, chilling memories slowly start to come back to her. The lullaby girl begins to realise that her story isn't over and she is in mortal danger with the past that's quickly catching up. But she needs to remember why before it's too late. So it sounds like... Oh, I've totally got a ripped page there. Oops. It just sounds really yeah, it just sounds really interesting, and I want to know who she is and what she done. And as I say, it's published by Black and White, and that clearly is a deciding factor for me buying a book these days.
I quite like a bit of a thriller or crime fiction thing as well, and I think that sounds amazing, so...
In other words, I want to read that.
Yeah, you're giving me that when you're done with it.
I thought you wanted Darker Shade of Magic.
I want everything.
Basically, I buy my own books, read them, and then he's like, can I have that? Because Magonia is mine. That's my copy that, yeah, Harper sent me. I was like, don't get the publisher wrong.
I'm a great borrower of things.
Yep. He does take care of them though, and he gives them back, so. You've probably heard of this next book. Benjamin...
I haven't.
Well, yeah. Benjamin from Benjamin of Tomes had talked about this, which obviously meant I had to buy it because it sounded really interesting and he seemed to love it. And, oh god, what a name. It's not actually that bad. It is Witch Hunter by Virginia Boecker. Virginia B.
Can you see the book?
No. You realise that's getting clout.
Really?
Yes.
Aww.
And now I can't even remember half what this is about. I just remember I kept seeing it at work and was like, I need to buy that. Something about a witch hunter, and then it's a girl who she gets found carrying witches' herbs and then she's accused of witchcraft.
Oh, this one.
You have heard of it?
Well, you talked about it last week.
Did I?
Yes.
Don't remember that.
They find witches' herbs in their pocket and try and...
See, I just talk about books all the time. I can't remember what I've told them.
They try and slay her for being
every
a
time
witch.
he comes round, I just drag him to my bookcase and I'm like, look at all these books. Let's talk about them all.
And then the ones on the internet.
Oh, yeah. every book. So yeah, the girl gets thrown into jail with no chance of escape, and only magic, which she's fought against all her life, can save her. So I think it's like she's got to, this is it. She's a witch hunter, gets accused of being a witch, ironically.
They find healing herbs in her pocket.
And then a bunch of witches like offer to save her, so she's got to decide, you know, do I go with these guys or against them? But no, it just sounds like super interesting. I need more words. I just say sounds really interesting. All I say is this sounds interesting. Like,
it's not the worst way to describe things.
I know, but when every book sounds interesting to me, no one's gonna believe me.
It does sound like a totally different idea to the way most of these things are handled, seeing as she was a witch hunter to start with.
Typical, who's gonna take over?
Well, not necessarily take over. I mean, yeah, it just seems like they might be able to play off the two sides normally against each other.
There's a second book coming out in 2016. Well, it says look out for Elizabeth's next adventure.
There you go then.
So, yeah.
There will be a sequel.
Buzzing to read this.
And The Last Yin.
Finally. I've noticed this a couple of times at work and thought it sounded alright, but never actually really, like, I sort of looked at it and thought, okay, that's probably interesting. Then I read the blurb today and was like, actually that sounds...
Again.
Shut up.
No.
Thought that sounded really, really good. And it is Nothing by Jana Teller. Translated from the Danish. I like that though. Not translated from Danish, translated from the Danish. It's translated, so I'm hoping the grammar and everything's all right, because some people translate like literally and it just doesn't make sense. But basically it's like this boy who, again I'm going people want to kill themselves, I know, I'm depressing. This boy decides life has no meaning, so he leaves the classroom, climbs a tree and refuses to come down. So all his friends scramble to get all their prized possessions to try and show him life has a meaning. But as the heat grows, they realise they cannot give up the things that mean the most, and soon they're fighting as the sacrifices become more extreme. So I don't actually know, like, if anyone dies. I hope not, because my heart can't handle any more death.
Well, if you're trying to give up the thing that's most important, it could be that they decide they have to give up some of their friendship.
True. But like,
kill
what?
Each other.
But then they're trying to convince him to live, and then if they kill all his friends...
It will stop being about him, maybe. They start fighting amongst themselves and they forget that he even is the reason they started it all.
Oh god, which made it really depressing, and if it isn't like that I should write a book. It's quite a short one, thought it sounded quite interesting, and... oh, interesting, there we go. Oh, I give up. It sounds really good, and I'm curious to see what happens. There we go. And I didn't buy this today, but I'm just going to mention it anyway, because my TBR for this month is on track, but not quite, because I finished Magonia on day 2 of June, and then I've started to read 2 books so far that weren't actually in my TBR, and I have a third one that I need to read that isn't in my TBR for this month. So I might finish I probably will finish the 4 I want to, like, because I want to finish 4 books. Does this make sense? Yeah. I want to finish 4 books this month, but it probably won't be, like, most of them probably won't be, like, from the 6 that I said I was going to read. And one of them will probably be The Mystery of the Clockwork... I can't speak.
Try again.
The Mystery of the Clockwork Sparrow by Katherine Woodfire. This is Waterston's Children's Book of the Month this month, and it's a crime murder mystery sort of book. I don't know. People have said that it's quite similar to the Robin Stephens novels. It's set in a department store called Sinclair's in like the 1900s sort of time in London, and
somebody has stolen the priceless Clockwork Sparrow.
He does that a lot. You know that voice. But yeah, someone steals a bunch of jewels in the Clockwork Sparrow and everything, and one of the sales girls is like sort of getting like blamed for it. But in the end, I'm not sure. Well, right now they're not getting the blame for it, but people are being the police have questioned her, and you know they basically solve the mystery. Basically, it's quite interesting so far. I mean, it is a 9 to 12 children's book. I'm 18 and I'm enjoying it. So you know. It's one of those books that, yeah, okay, it's aimed at kids, but you can totally read it if you want. I'm not going to judge because I read kids' books all the time. And since we're talking about kids' books and ones I got today, well, I didn't get that today, I got that on Sunday? I don't know when I got this. It's Saturday I got this, actually. Because we like to swap books between each other, he keeps going on about this book to me, and it's...
one of my favourites. I've read it like 4 or 5 times since I got it when I was about 8, I think.
It's The Supernaturalist by...
Owen Colfer.
Owen. I know someone whose middle name is Ian and it's spelled the same as Owen's is, so I don't know what it's about. It's some sort of sci-fi fantasy kind of novel
I'll
for
read some of it
kids.
if you want.
Go for it.
So the main character is a boy called Cosmo Hill, and it's set in a city in the future called Satellite City, where everything's controlled by a massive satellite in low orbit, and people who are orphans are sent to orphanage institutes. Cosmo's in one of these institutes, and
It actually says the Institute for Parentally Challenged Boys.
Yeah, close refrain. But yeah, it's one day through a miraculous series of circumstances, him and his best mate manage to escape. But he nearly dies during the escape attempt, and his life force starts getting sucked out of him by a blue demon. And then suddenly a group of kids burst in and save him. And they're the supernaturalists. And it turns out that they hunt these demons, and that they're a plague that he now has the unique power to see due to his near-death experience. And together he teams up with them. So it's honestly just a fantastic story. Owen Colfer wrote Artemis Fowl as well, which is like an amazing series. So
Look how badly damaged this Josh jacket is.
it's old, and my shelf, like, things.
His shelf, oh my god. Like, I know you haven't seen mine. Basically, I have a nice bookcase, it's nice and organised. He's just got books piled in everywhere.
This is the only way I could fit them. Half my stuff's in the attic. I used to have a shelf above my bed, but it got too heavy, and that was one of the ones that fell on my head during the night. I'm not kidding.
I don't know when I'll get around to reading this because I have 1,000,001 books I need to read.
It's possible, it's amazing.
Well, I mean, I need to read I don't need to, but I want to. I want to read this before this finishes being the book of the month at Waterstones. I still have to finish Ivy Pocket because Bloomsbury were really kind to send that to me, and I want to review it for them. I have to read Ways of the Doomed by Moira McPartlin because, again, the publishers were really kind and sent that to me, and I want to review that for them ASAP. And what was the other one? The Gracekeepers. I need to finish that in time for giving it to Sasha and Ben.
Because there's no point telling them a book's amazing if you can't tell them that from your own experience.
To be fair, I've only got like 60 pages left. I'll be finished that probably tonight. So, but yeah, I like this. I like talking though. We need to do the boyfriend tag.
Alright, at some point.
Yeah.
I can end it for you if you like.
What are you going to say? We'll see.
Thank you for checking out this wee haul, and we'll hopefully get back to you with reviews for some of them as soon as we can. Cheers, guys. Bye.
He also forgot to say, please like, comment and subscribe.
I don't YouTube.
Share the video out if you wish. And I'll see you.
She'll see you when she sees you.
Well, you will see this at some point.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.